welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast, the podcast where three men drink beers and gripe about horror movies. Just so everyone's aware, there will be spoilers and plenty of nasty, nasty language.
I thought you had a new intro song that you were gonna do.
No.
Just another horror podcast.
You know the dog fart noise from Bob's Burgers?
Alright, well we're still sober here. Hello! Welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast. I'm John.
I'm Ben.
I'm Tim.
Cobra.
And we're continuing on with Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp 3. Pamela Springsteen is back.
Teenage Wasteland.
Baba O'Reilly.
Mom!
I've been waiting 3 weeks to make that joke.
Mom, it's my dad going to camp.
So a 25-year-old lady with milkshake right on her tits.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to try.
We get them
Possible
right
And
away.
potential mental incapacities.
She may have been slow. We're not
I'm
sure.
pretty sure this director
Did
took
she have-
advantage of a mentally handicapped
Did
girl.
she have DSS? That's Down sometimes syndrome.
What?
You can cut that. Maria, I believe her name is.
Screaming.
Right?
She has a name?
Yelling,
That's right, the
Angela
mom, the
takes-
mom keeps screaming at her.
yelling.
Well, and Angela takes over her identity to go to this camp.
Hold on, I'm not
Oh,
there yet.
shit.
Didn't you? What'd you watch?
I watched that, but were you really paying that much attention at the very beginning?
Well, that's why she hit her.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
ran
no,
her
that makes
down.
sense. I just never really thought about it.
So this girl is,
I was taking it at face value.
again, I think mentally handicapped, but we get to see small boobs.
Yeah, those things were built for speed, not comfort.
And
They're also slightly offset.
nobody's gonna take her to the bus stop.
One nipple here, one nipple here. Is that what I'm imagining?
Yeah,
Right?
that's exactly.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's not even the nipple. It's like the whole breast
Ooh.
is offset.
They were not good breasts.
No.
They
Well,
get a 3 out of 10.
Maybe she walked with a limp.
I had
I
a bad
got drunk at the wheel on that one.
I had a bad stream quality too, so I couldn't tell like if they were even or not.
Watch it again. Or if you watch Sleepaway Camp 4, you see them again, and that's when I noticed.
So she goes to the bus stop because she's all pumped to go to camp,
Oh, yeah.
and a garbage truck comes flying around the corner in broad daylight with many witnesses.
Yeah.
And nobody noticing.
There's a bad edit where she could have easily got away from this runaway truck, but
She decides to hide in some
alley.
alley with some garbage.
And she gets run down, and we find out Angela jumps out of the garbage truck. So Angela was plotting?
Yeah, how
How did she know
How
that this
long-
girl looked like her?
and how long was she like stalking her to know she's going to camp, get her the perfect wig?
Well, this takes place, 12 months after the first one?
Yeah,
Or,
a
I mean,
year.
after the second one?
Yeah, it's a year.
1 year.
That's referenced at
Because
least
Barney-
12 times.
Barney's son, Sean.
Officer Barney Whitmore.
He's
Who's this stuck-up
Yeah.
asshole? Oh, it's Officer Barney Whitmore.
So
he's
then
terrible.
we get a shot of kids being interviewed by a reporter at
Also,
this camp. So
Angela's
this is
back
where
is
before-
something I remember.
Yeah.
Yes, Angela's back, and then really cheesy, horrible metal riff.
speaking of riff.
Yeah, speaking of Riff,
Riff is fucking the best.
he is Grandmaster Flash, I think.
I don't know who I like more, Riff or TC's mullet.
Do you think his?
TC's Mullet is still the best character in the
Do you think
series.
riff was a reference to the riffs from the Warriors?
I don't think these people knew shit about movies when they made this movie.
There was a ton of like
There were
references
so
throughout
many
this movie.
references for
Was
the
there?
movie. Yeah.
I got a very.
What were you watching? Oh, YouTube.
A bad
You probably
YouTube
couldn't see
version.
it with that glowing light.
I had to
in the
watch it
middle
at
of
1.5 speed to get him to talk normal.
That's how they get around the copyright issues.
Yes.
Although I'm not sure
It
who's
is.
tracking this movie down.
So we have Camp New Horizon, and Lily and Herman run this camp, and they're doing a program where they're bringing rich kids and
Poor
poor
inner
kids
city.
together and
What
trying to make them bond.
What a
What a
dumb
horrible idea.
It's just awful.
Herman is such an idiot, too.
How does
But
he?
he lands a hottie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the same thing in the first one. How do these old men
What is going on?
Pretty young
Dude,
bodies
it's
in
a
this
camp
camp.
Any
Nymphomaniacs.
girl with a daddy
That's-
issue will fuck a 60-year-old?
We were talking about it on the way here, like, that poor girl had probably never been in anything else before, and they're like, hey, we got your role, you just have to let this creepy old retarded guy suck your tits.
She's probably like, okay.
Okay, so I get paid?
This is
It's like,
Kevin
here's a Subway
Bacon.
gift- here's a Subway
Kevin
gift
Bacon
card.
was in the first Friday. He made it.
Yeah, but he was the one doing the tit sucking.
But oh, the Jeep. That's a reference in this movie. We
Yeah.
get a constant Jeep riding around. That's
That's
a
true.
total reference to Pamela Voorhees.
Is that
See?
your favorite Voorhees?
No, she has hairy knuckles.
She does too.
I was attracted to Angela in this movie, guys.
What?
Sorry.
You're attracted to
This is
Angela.
unexpected.
Hey, wait. Wait, is it her penis that got you?
That's what I was like, wow, it's really sticking out, this one.
It's hanging out of her shorts.
Is that what you call the guys up at the courthouse?
They were all Angela this week, so. They're like, I'd rather you not talk while my dick is in your mouth. Alright, now there's a reporter. I like how I said that and you guys are like dead serious. Silent.
I have 7 minutes in and we have our first ethnic slur.
Yeah, Johnny, he's so cute. He's Mexican.
He's Mexican.
He can't be a person.
Now, this is 1989. We have 2 N-bombs in this movie. 1 F-bomb. Cobra, you're...
It's
thinking-
racy. This movie,
In
when-
1989.
I can't believe the things that were said in this.
I blame this movie for Donald Trump.
Oh no, we get
Leave your
another...
politics off.
We-
This.
Thank you.
Don't bring your political
Oh,
views
that comes
onto
up
this
later
show.
in this. That comes up later in this. Look what I have. This is a direct quote. Another ethnic slur. Did you not hear that?
Is it the
No.
Spit, is it the spit comment?
Oh, I have that written in mine too, yeah.
I didn't even have
Dick,
that.
dick. And the reporter is asking for Coke.
Yeah, can we go over who these people are?
There's too many of them.
I got a bunch of names though.
I don't even know how you got them.
I know that there's Johnny, the cute Mexican.
That's
who's-
Tony.
he's-
I have Bobby Stark, and he's a dingus. Who's Bobby
You were
Stark?
close. Johnny sounds like
Dingus.
Tony.
It does.
Is that the football
But I
player?
think
They
they
have
refer
two-
to him as Anthony later, and that's how I picked up it was Tony.
Oh, that's right. They do. They do.
I think.
Yeah, Bobby Stark is a football player. That's what I have.
And
He's class
like-
president.
Is he the
And
jock?
he's like the president of the Young
He's the-
Republicans.
Is he the high
basically.
school
Hi.
quarterback?
He is rapey later.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs.
He's
You're
rapey.
nice. Do you think I'm nice? I'm gonna grab your tit.
Nobody can know about this, so whenever I run in future elections, it doesn't get out.
Yeah.
That's the Donald Trump guy. His favorite
Yeah.
movies are ones that show America in a good light. That's what he said.
We have
He picked Sleepaway Camp
Snowboy. Likes
Snowboy.
to
Yep.
spray paint everything.
Mm.
Riff is Grandmaster Flash.
He's got a bunch of
Riff is
switchblades
fantastic.
and boom
What's your-
boxes.
What's your favorite line from Riff?
They ask Riff, like, hey Riff, can you come help with something? He's like, hey, fuck you!
Okay,
Donnie.
these people are all
Donnie DeHara.
as one-dimensional
How did you
as
get
you
a
could
last name?
possibly be.
Cindy.
Like, they have no character traits except for one each, which is great. Means we're gonna have ourselves a good slasher on our hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really got a Return of the Living Dead vibe to this. That they just took the slasher genre and just had fun with it.
Yeah, they did. They had every stereotype you could ever want in this movie.
There's suck my dick spick. That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, the TV reporter. I love how Angela's like, let me go find you some Coke.
So I remember when we were...
Comet, huh?
This will
I
really,
remember when we were
this will
doing
really
two, you
clean
said-
your pipes.
You
she
guys
says.
both said, remember Comet, and there it was.
Now, would that kill you that quick?
Oh,
Can you hear the sizzling sounds?
probably.
It wouldn't be that quick. Like, that was instantaneous. It wasn't...
That would go right to your brain.
Yeah, but it wasn't like anthrax. It was a bleach-based
Comet.
product. It would fuck you up and it would kill you, but not
I'm
instantly.
gonna.
I don't know.
I would. You can blow shit up with Comet. Like, that shit is poison.
Well, you hear
It
her
can't be
brain
good for
sizzling
you.
like an egg when it gets in there.
Oh,
I think that was added in. I don't think that was her real brain.
I don't think she really inhaled Comet,
Well, she did.
Cobra.
And she's no longer with us, you asshole.
That's very insensitive of me. I'm sorry.
It
But how
was.
did some shitty TV reporter get a Ferrari?
That-
And then how did she not realize that the blow was a slight green color like
and it
Comet?
would smell like with a.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
has
it's
to
not
smell
like
cleaner.
she just like takes a bump. She just like the whole
Oh,
bag.
she put her nose in the bag.
What was that from part 5? Snow flurries up my nose.
Oh yeah.
From
Friday, part 5.
yeah, what was his name? Billy.
Yeah, Billy, just a party guy. Feel bad for him. He deserved to die.
No, he just wanted Lana.
Lana!
I just have tits twice in capital letters.
There's a lot of tits in this movie.
A lot of tits. Then I have, on the next page, double tits.
I got a drop dead. That's a quote.
Great. I didn't find it last week, and I'm not going to find it this week.
No, that's
You-
fine. You don't have to like put it in, but you
No,
said spick earlier,
no.
you racist fuck.
But I have a way around that.
We can't.
The bottom.
there's
I
no-
have a way around
You
that.
can't even.
Do you ever hear the Tigger song from Winnie the Pooh?
God.
I'm playing that.
Alright. I was just having fun writing down
Oh,
one-liners and quotes in this movie because...
This movie was a lot of fun.
Angela's bra looks like it was made in the 19th century.
It's the torpedo
The best-
bra.
The best part of this is how many references to how horrible a quote 17-year-old looks. Like they're making references to how someone told her.
Everybody tells her she looks so old.
Yeah,
wow,
Barney,
you're
Yeah, but like,
the cop.
it's
oh,
a-
you
she-
look like shit.
They ask her how old she is. She's like 17, and they're like, "Well, life hasn't been kind to you in your
Yeah.
17 years." And it's just throughout this whole movie they just keep referencing.
I think she keeps
And
saying
she's
that
only
she does
20
a lot of drugs though. That's why her eyes look all puffy
But then-
and.
That's how the reporter got the coke off of her. But then we find out she's only 21.
Yeah.
So it's only a few years older than 17.
Yeah.
I just thought it was fun.
That's Barney the cop, right?
Well, the plan here is that there's 3 groups of counselors and kids,
There,
and
Barney.
they split them up.
Hey.
What?
We missed a fight.
All right.
The
That's,
Grandmaster Flash and
Yeah.
That's a good fight.
Tony. I wear what's that? Did he have like it was a bandana, but he wore it like an ascot.
Yeah, he
didn't
did. You look like an asshole.
We yeah, he did. We haven't seen an ascot like that since My Bloody Valentine, 1981.
Good movie.
Maybe someday we'll re-record it then.
I hope so. Although,
I'm not getting
I was
involved.
just-
I'll sleep
not-
through it again.
no, not the
1981.
remake.
Oh, 81,
Would you pay
okay.
Yeah, the
attention?
remake.
No, I'm not gonna.
Stop eating and pay
These
attention.
chips got my brain on lockdown.
These pretzels.
I'm sure we'll hear
Making
more
me
farts
thirsty.
later on.
All right.
Barney.
So, yeah, he
Yes,
takes
Tony.
his group's full of like nice, polite.
Tony, the Asian, the black girl, and the ginger-haired girl.
Never
Way to
done that,
learn
didn't
their
you?
names.
You don't get them till later.
I don't even remember the names.
No.
Did they? I think the only way you
I
find
have
names
Mex
is
here for Tony
IMDb.
because I didn't find it out till
Max.
later.
Jesus.
Is that bad? Lee Trevino, he was called the Super Mex.
You're gonna have to cut this.
All right, thanks. I will cut that.
Please leave that in.
The cop is Sean from the last movie's dad, and that's why he's there, I guess. He's looking for
He's
Angela,
out for
maybe?
justice.
Yeah.
Now I was expecting like a
Showdown.
no spoiler, but I was expecting like a fight from this
A
guy,
fight?
a showdown.
Yeah. He just stood there.
And then I realized I actually like this with Angela. There's no MO. She'll use whatever weapons near her. And I just love how she
Including
pulls
a
out.
stick.
That's her big one.
Yeah, and
I
this
just
one,
love how
yeah.
she pulls out that gun though. Just shoots him.
She is not killing
I was
anybody with
surprised by
those
the gun
sticks.
kill.
Yeah, you don't see Jason or Freddy pulling out a gun. Michael Myers.
Michael Myers put a gun through somebody.
Oh yeah, he did.
So the guy says something mean to the cop, and the cop says, my kid was murdered, and no, I'm sorry, now everybody's okay. So this group is like a bunch of really nice people who work together that I don't want to see die, pretty much.
Really?
Everybody else can die. These people...
That Asian girl has
I
no
don't like
quality.
that. Well, she does.
She is nice.
Yeah, we did see him earlier. She's from Night of the
They look-
Demons. And she also gets naked in that.
Oh, I'll have to look. I was actually
I
looking.
have to look.
I was actually looking at some. No.
You perv. I'll have to look.
So over in Herman's group, Herman, by the way, is from Scrooged. He gets frozen in the in the sewer.
You should have stayed frozen.
He's from House of a Thousand Corpses also.
in
Stucky.
that, so
Little dick lick, sat on his prick. Doesn't that sight make you sick?
I can't understand why the writer, casting director, whoever decided that he would be the guy that they'd want to have fucking that girl in a tent.
It has to be. This whole movie is. I mean, they're not really expanding on this series. They're just pulling a Return of the Living Dead where everything is funny, and they went back to the first one and was like, wasn't that funny that the old camp owner.
I found it to be creepy. And
Well, it's
awful.
disturbing. I'm not saying it's not disturbing. I'm just saying that I think that that's where they went with it, where they just thought it was funny from the first one.
Somebody says dildo, or maybe I just wrote dildo
Nope.
in my
No,
notes.
I
somebody
have
says it.
I have it in parentheses.
I don't have
Sure what it
context.
means. No, not what it means.
Does
I have-
anyone have dildo and what it means?
I have possibly the greatest line in any horror film, or any film for that matter, I have to use the latrine. No offense to your burgers, though.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
No, it's her. She said that to the guy.
No offense to your burgers, though. When I hear latrine, it makes me think of Men in Tights. Can you plug that?
Just a point at me. You'll get it down.
Just go over.
It's a new way to go
Just
about
go
this.
over plug.
Such an unusual name, latrine. How did your family come by it?
We changed it in the 9th century.
You mean you changed it to latrine?
Yeah, used to be shithouse.
I can't find the page I was on, so fuck it.
You are so lazy. If there was a potato chip in there, you would have found it.
I would've. Maybe I should have put one there.
Yeah, you should have been your marker.
I don't think Tim knows when we record on like a Saturday or Sunday morning. This guy comes in with a Sheets burger breakfast sandwich just loaded full of...
Oh, it's the Cracker Day though was the most amazing thing.
He ate an entire thing of like the
It was
orange peanut
48
butter
crackers at least.
Jesus.
I looked over, he had like one pack. He's just eating them, and then like later he's like, "Did you eat that whole thing?" We look down, he's got like one left, and he's already started into the second to last one, and there were 12 packs.
And his skin turned orange.
Or the time that I ate the entire bag of cookies. You might have already said because I was out of the
I
room.
didn't say it.
Oh, yeah.
You've eaten full bags of chips sitting here.
Just a hog. Herman's group: Angela, Snowboy, Grandmaster Flash, and the naked boob girl.
Jan.
Jan, is that her
Her
name?
name is Jan.
You got her name.
I got her
Ah, let's drink to that.
Angela goes fishing. Finds Jason's mask.
That's kind of funny.
And then they
It's
said
Saturday
the
it's
14th.
Saturday the 14th.
Yeah.
That's witty. I like
And
it.
this weird guy puts an M80
In a fish.
in
And
a
a
fish.
fish.
And
It
then
blows
throws
it up.
it at Angela.
Is that Grandmaster Flash? I think it was. No, does he have
Yeah.
firecrackers?
Yeah. It was Riff.
Turn this down a little bit.
Yeah, Griff and Snowboy.
I had his name as Rev earlier. I thought it was said Rev. So he's in my notes as
Fun.
Rev.
What's Rev?
That's the Ebonic.
Rev
That's the Ebonic
from-
twist.
That's from something. Rev?
I don't know.
Somebody's name's Rev and something. I don't know. Go on.
We'll get back to you people.
Well, after she gets the fish thrown out, she comes back, and that's when Herman's getting laid. And
Ooh, his nice Playboy belt buckle.
What
Yeah.
It's
is
so weird
that?
the way he keeps grabbing his junk and then the Playboy belt
Even
buckle and
when Lily, his wife, was giving a speech to the counselors at the very beginning of the
He was
movie,
eyeing
he's
up.
over. He goes over to her and he's like, "Look at this Playboy." Why would a guy
He,
have
like-
a Playboy bunny? But isn't that something girls would have?
It is,
I
but this
don't
guy
know.
seems, like I said before, this guy seems like the kind of
I like this
That-
guy.
that would
Not
wear-
in this role, but I like.
that would
like
wear.
what
This
Jay
character
Paul
seems
wears.
like the kind of guy who would wear a Playboy belt.
I
No.
can't imagine any dude wearing a
Right.
Playboy belt buckle.
I can't imagine this guy existing in real life.
good
So.
to know wearing a hustler belt buckle.
I have a direct text message from Cobra. Herm licks nips for sure.
That's always weird in a movie.
It is because he's literally 58 to 65 probably. He might not be that old in this role. This was 89,
Scrooge was just a few years later, wasn't it?
87, or 90.
Yeah, Scrooge wasn't that far into the future. Actually, Scrooge was in the 80s.
Yeah, Groundhog Day might have been 90.
Oh yeah.
So
Was he in
Scrooge might have been
Groundhog
like 88 or 87.
Who was he in Groundhog Day?
No, he's
No,
not
just
in
use
that.
it
I'm
as
saying-
reference.
I'm using Bill Murray movies in my head right now.
Anyway, Angela kills
Hey,
some people with a stick.
When we talk about Bill Murray, you don't shake it off like that. You chime in and say, well,
There's no
Ghostbusters
smooth segue.
Ghostbusters
Sorry.
is my favorite movie.
Oh, it is.
Respect a legend.
I saw the new one, and I'm not going to go on about it here.
Good, because nobody wants to hear.
Yeah,
it.
I might see it this weekend.
Keep
My
your
wife-
feminine politics off this
My wife
show.
wants to
Nothing
go
to
see
do
a
with
movie.
females.
Keep
She
your
wants to see it.
Ghostbuster feminine politics off this show.
You're really reaching.
Well, you denied me the first time, and so it's not feminine.
Just talk about Bill Murray for another minute. Get it out of your system, and we'll move on.
He's
He's great.
king.
He's the best.
Big Earn and Kingpin. So good. So good. That hair? Oh.
Caddyshack just had its anniversary the other
See?
day.
Love Caddyshack.
Fucking hey.
Stripes?
Are you looking to me to say something?
I don't know.
Lost in
Bill
Translation
Murray-
is very good.
Caddyshack's got one of the best lines in film history with the.
I thought it was the
Uh,
need to go to the latrine.
I
It's
know.
not your burgers.
I don't think the heavy stuff's gonna come down for a while. This is-
I remember when we did top 10
Lightning.
lines for Daniel. You didn't have either of those.
I know. I'm thinking
have
of
you
them
been?
now.
Yeah, but it's hard to come up with a list when there's 1,000 movies that you may have forgotten about, too.
Oi, it is.
Oi!
Oi.
Oh, can we all be Australian?
Cool, Jim Jeffries.
All right.
Oi!
There you go.
Oh, you fucking cunts.
You got somewhere to be? You look like...
I'm
that.
here already.
Say that line in Australian.
Nope. Well, Angela. Okay, can I go?
Yo.
Yep.
Okay. Angela kills them both with a stick.
The worst death scene in
It's
this
so
movie.
terrible.
She just clubs them, and that stick would have broke. It's not even that thick.
They look like Shaun of the Dead, though, like beating him with a pool cue.
And he just runs around in circles in his underwear.
Yeah, but they actually did it well.
Being beaten.
They did.
Speaking of his underwear, why the hell is everybody dressed like it's Sub-Zero? Like, he's
Good
wearing
question.
long underwear and everything.
Yeah.
Everybody's wearing jackets and sweaters. And
My guess is when they recorded, they probably got the camp in like fall or because there were a
Friday
couple
13th
scenes where
does
they're
that.
walking and all the leaves are on the ground.
Yeah, but it's not like you can see their breath or anything, and they certainly do not
Are you
have the
sure they
budget to
can't see
remove
their
that.
breath?
That's true. I was watching a really shitty quality version.
I saw breasts.
It all looked foggy.
breath.
Oh.
I don't have a list.
There were breasts. For sure.
That would be my guess. Is just
Still,
time of year that they
make your
recorded.
talent suffer. Make it look great. Use the Kubrick approach.
This isn't Kubrick quality filmmaking
Are you
here.
sure?
Pretty sure. Where are we?
The next one's even worse.
We're at good thing you're dead. In a couple years, your breast would be sagging something awful.
Oh, that was a funny line.
Yeah.
It is a funny line. Angela's pretty. This movie's better than
Better
the second one.
one-liners,
This
yeah.
is better than the second one, I think.
That's because, like I said,
You
they're
tell
trying
it
to
your
do the
own
Return
opinion,
of the
Jim,
Living
but it
Dead
could be
thing.
wrong.
No, I'm just thinking it's about the same.
It's about the same, but it's better.
Is it?
Minus Ronnie's, or not Ronnie, T.C.
T.C.
Smollett. It was so good.
If it had Ronnie, could this be the best sleepaway camp?
If Ronnie could have gave a performance like 1 and not 4, yeah, you missed that in Return.
Oh,
Yeah.
All the originals come back.
Oh, really?
Ronnie.
No, I watched
Ricky's
4.
back. Ricky's
And
driving
Return
a,
to Sleepaway
That's- in
Camp.
return, they come back.
Ricky's driving a steamroller.
Isaac Hayes is the
Where
chef in
and
it.
for what? Nobody knows.
Like, you knew what movie you were getting when it said Isaac Hayes as the chef.
Yeah. Sopranos
Oh my
Big
God.
Pussy's in it,
Watch
and he gets
your feet,
called
buddy.
Big Pussy in it.
Oh, let's get back to this
Teenage Wasteland.
movie.
Somebody yells.
It just
that.
got yelled,
Snowboy.
yep.
Snowboy, he's spray painting the tent, and he's like, "Party all night, Teenage Wasteland," and then Angela kills him.
Yeah, I would too.
Mm.
Shut
I
the
would
fuck
kill
up.
everybody in this except for
Yeah,
Riff.
Yeah.
most of the people deserve to die in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sean's
Yeah,
dad does.
except apparently Redhead
You might be right.
and Max. Tony and that redhead go for a walk. Is her name Connie?
Aw, that's really nice. She's the rich girl, and
Connie?
she's like in the
I don't
inner
know.
city.
Why do I have Firecracker dead? Oh,
Oh,
they killed two
because-
people with a firecracker.
Yeah. They put
Oh,
an
she
M80
lights
they
up
put an
10 up.
M80 in not Riff's mouth, the other black dude.
Yeah.
I have no idea what his
What do
name
you
is.
call
Firecracker guy.
Token?
Oh.
Yeah, Token.
That's
They put,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yodo.
an- so, no, okay, it's not Riff that puts the M80 in the fish. It's
The other
Token who
black
puts
guy.
the M80 in the fish. I have no idea what his name is. I don't think they ever say it.
Also,
I just have
these kids at
black
this
eye
camp,
dildo in parentheses, not.
these kids at the camp are being forced to catch their own food, which I think is a little cruel.
Except
for
Barney.
Lily.
And Barney, he gave the kids hot dogs, and the one girl's like, "Wieners."
That's the group that the chick said, I gotta use the latrine. No offense to your hamburger. No offense to your burger.
Well, there is a latrine trip, and some guy goes with the girl, and they see that raccoon, and they get the shit scared out of them. by it.
Raccoon
It's
scare.
The tiniest baby raccoon ever.
Thank you. Raccoon.
That's when
I couldn't
Angela
see
kills
what the animal
Snowball.
was. I have small animals.
Black guy. I just have black guy firecracker. That poor guy
That
didn't
was a
even get a
raccoon.
name.
And then Snowball gets beat to death by a bat, and Angela says, "Bat her up." So there's another one, but that one's
No
not
one's
good at
gonna
all.
get that but us.
Which she keeps going back between groups.
This gets confusing.
And Garrett.
Well, she keeps going back between groups and saying, so and so wants us to switch. And
After
then
she
she'll
killed-
lead the person back
She wants to kill.
her group, and then she'll kill them.
But she had killed off all of Herman's group. That's why
Yeah.
she left, right?
But we get this weird thing where who's the camp owner? The woman.
Lily.
She wants everybody to put a bandana around their eyes.
It's a trust game.
Yeah, it's like some sort of trust game. But so we get numerous
And
scenes of
she's
that
lazy.
happening. Oh yeah,
So
she
lazy.
Orders
just
people
sits,
around.
She
Hey,
just
give me
sits
my
on a
copy.
chair.
Before that happens,
Oh, before your drawing started, there was that.
I don't want
That's
to
it.
listen
Is
to
that
a bunch
doodle?
of. I don't want to listen to a bunch of darkies who can't sing.
That's what.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that was a quote?
That's
That's
right.
why she doesn't like rap music. That
Mhm.
was who? Rich girl, one of the rich girls.
And his favorite kinds of movies are ones with tits and blood, and I immediately wrote down your name. Because that guy and you seemed like you would get along.
Wait.
That was Bobby?
I think so. No.
Wait.
Bobby likes other kinds of movies. This other guy was...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Riff, tits and blood.
Yeah.
Bobby thinks that Rambo Part 3 is the best movie ever.
Yes, that's right. He likes movies that make America look great.
That's why I said Donald Trump.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it to you.
Hey.
Well, at the time it would have been Reagan.
Easy over there with his political views. Keep him off this show, please.
I'm just
I think I'm giving up
stating
on that.
the obvious.
Are you voting for Trump or Clinton?
I think he's obviously voting for Trump. He's wearing it on his sleeve.
Yeah. I actually got tattooed America's Great on my shoulder.
Proud of you.
1950s, baby!
It said "Make America Great," Ronald Reagan, and then you added again and put Donald Trump underneath it.
Yeah, I did.
Reaganomics. So good.
So we learned
Voodoo economics. Sorry, it's a reference to Ben Stein and Ferris Bueller. Sorry, John. It's
I-
Friday, where I'm not used to afternoon, where I've been up all day.
Go
The
ahead.
good news
I
is-
didn't mean to give that
the
look.
good
that
news
look
is
comes
these
out of my
movies-
face, man.
The good news is these movies are only 80 minutes long, so we can get through
Yeah,
it
man.
quick.
86. I was happy to see that.
Part 4 was 70 minutes long, and it was...
How the fuck was that 70 minutes?
And it was
Clip
69
after
minutes and
clip.
59 seconds too long. They should have just flashed TC's mullet for 1 second. That was it.
This is all you need to know.
This
about
is what you
Sleepaway
missed.
We get
Best mullet ever.
we get some flashbacks of Angela remembering the year before, right?
Camp. That's coming up.
Oh, I don't know where we're at. I just
Well,
had one-liners.
first she-
We find out that her favorite movie is E.T. Her favorite color is blood red. And now...
Somebody else's favorite color is blood red also.
Who?
I don't know. Somebody said that's my favorite color too.
Oh.
I know who doesn't like red. Ricky from Silent Night, Deadly Night
That's
2.
right.
It makes him
Car.
kill.
Good point.
Garbage day.
Okay,
That
so...
movie's so much fun.
Thanks, Ben.
Can you plug Riff's hip-hop
Sure.
track?
Can you plug Grandmaster Flash? The message.
How about
You should, do them both.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
So... Alright, are you getting all this, Sean? It's a lot of work in a little 1-minute span. You got it all? Wait. Garbage Day? Riffs...
Riff's riff.
Riff, and Grandmaster Flash.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Alright, I'll get it all in a row.
all right?
It'll make no sense.
There's gonna be no plugs in this, and it's not gonna come out for 4 days after it's supposed to.
Hey, you read my mind. Angela Barker is still loose, according to Sean's dad,
Barney.
who is it Tony that asked what would you do if you saw her?
Yep, and
I'd kill her.
he'd
Kill
kill
her.
her.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Now we're off to the trust game.
Angela has who's this girl?
I don't know. She's the one who says
Cindy.
some words.
It's a rich girl.
Is it Cindy?
It might be Cindy.
Here's my
Well,
problem
wait,
here.
Cindy's the one who called Riff the dirty N-word.
That's her.
Yeah, that's her.
And, okay, so Angela gets Cindy then.
Yeah, my question is, if you're playing the trust game, the game is where you're leading somebody for a little while with a blindfold on, right, through the woods.
Not
If you
really.
treat them like shit if they're going first,
They're
what
gonna
do you
treat-
think is going to happen to you?
Yeah, that's stupid.
They're going to run you up the flagpole and see who
Yeah.
looks, but
Probably
no one still
just-
ever does.
just-
Plug flagpole sit-up.
And when I feel a bit naughty, I run it up the flagpole and see who still looks, but no one ever does.
Oh, okay. All right. And then after that, I can plug the Tigger song.
The wonderful thing about Tigger, it's Tigger the wonderful thing.
And,
Tigger.
because she says some
You should
horrible
plug the
things.
South Park people who annoy you.
People who annoy you. Audience, keep quiet, please. 10 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
I know it, but I don't think I should say it.
Do I really want to say that?
I don't know about that.
Like the cameraman just...
my favorite South Park of all time. Cameraman with them.
White girl is getting Connie, Cindy.
She's going to have
Cindy.
a ciggy.
Maria?
Did she drop her yet?
No, she's going to go have a
Okay.
ciggy. And then now it's your turn. So she asks, are you a cheerleader? And she says, of course. Let me see. Do you take drugs? Doesn't everybody? Are you a virgin? No. And she's like, strike 3.
Hey, I kind of
Oh,
like
that's
that.
right.
Like Angela's going through like a resume.
Yeah.
And as she attaches her to the flagpole and pulls her up, she's like naming off all the things that she's pulling her up for.
That's when you plugged the flagpole, so not a minute ago, but now.
Ah, okay. It's okay, you're new. You'll get the plug thing down. And then once she's up there, she drops her on her head.
But her hands are tied behind her back,
She can't
so
get
she
loose.
just pretty much breaks her neck.
Yeah.
Were her hands tied up? Oh, sorry,
They were
she
tied
used
behind her back.
the blindfold to tie her hands? Because she clipped the flagpole thing to her
No.
pants.
Yeah, and then her hands somehow were already tied behind her back when she went up. That's because I was
that
like,
part of the trust exercise? Were
it
the
had to
hands
be
tied
because
too?
I was like, she
I
could
don't
stop
remember
that
the
with her
blindfold.
hands, and all of a sudden I saw them tied behind her back, and I was like,
they were tied.
oh, the
And
whole
her
time?
ankles were tied, I think, too.
Maybe Angela did that real quick. She's pretty good at making ropes and such.
She went to camp for a long time. She should have that down by now.
She's been there.
Does anybody know the camp song?
Oh, I'm a happy camper. I say no singing flashbacks. No,
Plug that.
no.
She says,
There's so many
Lily
of them.
asks where Cindy went, and she goes, oh, she's got a headache. She stayed back at camp. I'm like, ah!
Is that funny?
Yeah. But then she goes back because she has to do all this shit for Lily and, like, dump the garbage and get something out of the cabin and blah, blah, blah.
Well, she goes
And she starts having these flashbacks.
She has a nostalgia vest.
Which
and
I don't know
she
why
goes
she
up.
has good memories. It doesn't seem like that was that good of a time for
No,
her.
she was abused and picked on. That's because your brother's awful.
Also, when Lily, is that her name?
Lily.
She tells her to go dump the trash, and Angela makes reference to, was at the cabin where all those murders happened. So then Lily knows, Angela knows, but Angela goes up there. That place looks like it hasn't been abandoned for a year.
No, it was
The
fine.
outside, anyways. It was a really nice building.
So Lily makes Angela and whatever the football guy is go
Bob.
fish. Bob makes him go catch some fish, and she's allergic to fish, so she can eat what, steak? Is she eating?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's cooking a steak.
She's a liar.
Yeah, she's a liar.
She's a lazy liar. What was that Buck Cherry song? Hey, you're a lazy bitch.
That's not it at all.
Well, it's close to
Don't
that.
plug Buck Cherry.
Not doing that.
No, that song's terrible.
That's one of those songs that women sing at the bar, and you go, why are you singing that? Are you proud of yourself or something? Okay, so now football guy Brad, you said?
Marsha is
Bobby.
somebody.
Bobby.
rare.
Why do I keep forgetting?
I-
Bobby starts
Because
hitting
he's
on
terrible.
Angela,
I
but
think
it's
you're
one of
nice.
the worst jobs of hitting on somebody I've ever seen. Yeah, I think you're
You
Lex.
think
Do you
I'm nice
I'm
too?
Is this when he gets rapey? Or
Yeah.
did he get rapey
Yeah, yeah.
earlier?
No, it's well
No,
he.
it's
It's
now.
here.
Yeah, but then she sets him up, and she's like, well, just not now.
Yeah, he
And
grabs her
so
boob
it's
over
like
the
she
clothes.
already has an opinion of this guy. She's going to kill him.
Yeah. Oh, for
So-
She's
sure.
gotta have
obviously.
some time to put some shit together, though.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah.
He went touching her testes, and she's like, nope, not on the first.
She's
date.
gonna make sure she doesn't
I get
touch
down,
anybody again.
but not the first night.
So then we go back to the enjoyable group of people who,
Enjoyable.
yeah, the redhead and that guy have some sex in the woods after having a
Tony and
character
Marsha.
developing
Oh, it's Marsha.
session.
It
Yeah,
is Marsha.
Tony-
Yes,
Marsha.
the rich girl
What happened,
eating
to,
the...
what happened to Johnny? Where did he get killed in the first cut?
You know what? Fuck Johnny. But Marsha she pulls out these condoms for making love.
But it
It
makes
was
you
so weird.
It is, but it also makes you kind of like these people because it gives them like character.
practicing
It gives them
sex?
character development, you know.
And
It
Angela
does,
kind
sort
of,
of.
As much as you're
She
gonna
should
get in a movie
appreciate
like
them.
this. So
right? She likes them at the end.
she tries to let him go,
Yeah.
and they
Why wouldn't
don't-
you just let her go
Let
away?
them go for some reason. Now we're off to okay. I gotta tell you this story about the baby deer. I think I told you this before. This is how I found out about Sleepaway Camp.
Wow.
Uh,
story.
I was watching this movie, or no, I wasn't watching this movie. I was over at my friend's house, and I'll use the word drunk. I was drunk, right? And I'm sitting in his house, and this weird-looking dog comes up to me, and I'm like,
What's a weird-looking dog?
wait! This weird-looking dog comes up to me, and I'm like,
had
what the
antlers?
fuck kind of dog is this? And he's like, oh, it's a baby deer. Baby deer in this guy's house, right?
Well, hold on. My background, that's not that uncommon. You didn't know what a deer looked like?
I was very drunk.
Oh.
And so me and Baby Deer are sitting around, we're playing video games, hanging out together, and we're flipping through the channels after we're done playing video games, and there's some lady in a garbage pile, and there's a mower coming towards her, and I'm like, what the fuck are we watching, Baby Deer? What is this?
Were you high or drunk?
I was
I
drunk!
feel like you were hallucinating.
Tell them the story about when you heard those gay guys doing it when you were in the closet.
Horrible.
Oh!
What a horrible story.
You can say the F word.
No, you don't need to do that. Yeah, this is an interesting story.
Oh, this sounds awful.
Throwing a party at my parents' house, right? And
Yeah, I'm gonna need one for this story.
throwing a party at my parents' house, I let everybody just kind of like crash wherever, and I'm like, the only place that I think I can probably sleep is my mom's library. So I go to my mom's library, which is really a closet. I'm laying there, and have you ever seen the South Park where Butters goes around to like find where his dad's going, and they go to the spa, and they hear like somebody in the spa going, "What about this? Does this work? This is good. This works." I heard something very similar to that. There were two dudes. One of them was gay. The other one I didn't know was gay.
This work? Yeah, this works. It's fine.
The other one I didn't know was gay till this happened. I hear him start talking. First I hear the one muttering something. He's like, and the other one's like, ooh. I'm like, wait, they're in this bed together? Oh no!
Did you jump out of the closet?
I waited and then I walked out of there. I waited
While
until
they
it got
were-
quiet. No, I didn't hear it said. I waited until it got completely silent, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here right now.
Did you hear him doing it?
Yeah, right. He was like,
I would have
We
been.
were like picked up.
I did
picked up
not.
Garrett.
I just. Garrett likes that story.
don't lie, you were bi-curious and you
I was horrified. I can't lie.
That's
I was
the-
horrified.
That is the worst story I've ever heard.
Cut that, Joe.
John peeked under the covers.
I was
Ironically,
five,
you're the only one in the closet.
Yeah, I was the one in the closet, and they're the ones put on the bed.
There's irony to that story.
So much. But that's how I found out about Sleepaway Camp 3, not the second story, the first story.
That's fun.
The second story sounds more like how you found out about Sleepaway
Was
Camp
there a
1.
baby deer somewhere? Is that what you said?
There was a baby deer. No, that I was like,
Oh, Sleepaway
Channel
Camp 3.
surfing.
first,
after
yeah, the
Baby
first
Deer.
time I saw Sleepaway Camp 3 was the part right here that we're getting to. This Lily gets put into a pile of trash,
This is a good kill.
except that it's bloodless.
Right
It is
before,
blood, yeah.
right before this happens, though, Tony and Cindy? No, Marcia.
Yeah.
Tony and Marcia are like rolling around, and Tony was like, I was in a gang, and Marcia's like, were you really in a gang?
She's turned on by the bad.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna follow you to Idaho. And she's like, Ohio. And he's like, that's the same thing. And maybe you should go to class, Tony, because Idaho and Ohio are not the same thing, even close.
Well, at the end of this movie, he's gonna move to Ohio.
I have a boyfriend.
Save that because that's outrageous.
Why have that? Oh, that's so rude.
Okay, so now it's Bobby's turn to die. So he meets Angela.
No, Lily.
What about Lily? Lily got run over by a lawnmower.
Yeah, but I had to tell you my story of Idaho and Ohio before Lily got ran over.
I'm not rearranging this.
And couldn't Lily have used her arms?
She's obese.
She's tied up because they were playing that game and she got kicked.
I
in the
don't think
thing.
her hands were tied up. She just
Yeah,
lay.
that's
She
part of
got
the game.
kicked.
No, because you see her arms.
Arms
like,
going like
I
this
think
when
you
she
see her
falls
arms
backwards.
flailing.
Well, she's fat. She can't get up.
She gets like a little dirt on her and she's like, hey, I can't move.
Well, good.
And then somehow she's buried up to her head in
Trash
4
bags.
minutes. No, dirt is like
Yeah, just
covering.
soil.
She
Well, we
looks
get-
like somebody from Motel Hell.
That's what I thought.
That.
Right? That's
yeah,
what it looked like.
That's what I thought.
That's another reference.
Well, we find out that Lily's too cheap. They bury their trash. She's too cheap to buy garbage pickup, basically.
And they're gonna apparently her and Herman are going on a vacation when this is all over.
Europe?
Europe.
Yeah.
Because Angela humorously asks her if the tickets are purchased.
Good, because your trip's been canceled.
Did
Yeah,
she say
keeps
that?
reading that travel
I
magazine.
make food. Are you gonna eat? Or are you gonna be too shy?
I'll grab a sliced pizza.
All right.
I'll
it's
eat something.
We'll grab
I
it
know,
after this one, or
he's
you can
so
grab it now. It's
polite.
up to you.
Me? I
Him
know.
so polite.
Oh, what? You used to like me. Now
Those days are
You
gone.
guys here, so it's like Ben's an asshole.
Hey, Ben. Fuck you.
Alright, so Bobby gets tied to a tree.
Cobra, don't let me down. He gets tied to a tree and he gets tied to a tree and fucked in the ass. He doesn't, but
He should have.
By the
Should've.
way,
Angela had the equipment.
she ties.
True.
Wait, no, that's not in this one. I was like, she tied string around his dick.
Yeah,
that's the
later.
next movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sad I missed that.
little news.
Jesus
Thank you,
Christ.
Ben. Thank you, Ben.
He did.
Can you go one episode without saying that?
You better eat
And I already did. I don't.
He told me today at work that he doesn't want to eat because he wants to keep that figure. Well, don't worry, I'll make up for him.
Cut all of that.
I'm definitely cutting his dumb ass. So one less idiot in politics, Ben. This is your chance.
Go on your Trump rant.
All right. Anyway, you got a Trump rant to go on?
Political rant?
Well, did you listen to the new episode? I'm like, you should just.
Oh, I forgot to take that out. I wonder what the hell he said.
It's like, you should just. It's fine, we'll kill you. And I'm like,
I couldn't hear you. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
But no, my political rant. It was. It wasn't a political rant.
Everybody, when this thing gets to 46:40, we're gonna let Ben talk for 1 minute about anything he wants without mentioning anything. He's got a whole minute to himself.
No, I've got nothing.
You better, because you got 1 minute to get your politics out.
You're just gonna
4,
hear silence.
3, 2, 1.
No, the only thing I had was that I don't even know the character's name. Bobby? He asked about he was asked what movies he likes, and he said, I love movies that make America look great. And I just was like, he's probably in Trump's cabinet running right now. Come on. I'm done. I got nothing. This podcast is presented by Donald Trump 2016.
Apparently in Cleveland, there are just elect Jesus billboards everywhere.
Is this your minute, Tim?
You are misusing
Don't
it
bring
so
your
bad.
religious views onto this
My
show.
political religious views.
I said I got nothing.
And you're cut off. No
All right.
more politics the rest of this show.
That's fine.
You had a minute.
I
You
didn't.
wasted it.
You're a Presbyterian, aren't you? I can tell.
What?
Riff is allegedly listening to that fucking hip hop song again.
She tosses a tape in that has her just making no rap.
She raps.
Oh.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it is good.
If you can find that, you should totally plug that.
I'll try to get it.
You should do the intro for that.
The intro for what?
Oh, the intro music.
Oh, okay. Yeah, her rap will be the intro music. Okay. Good idea.
That's all I have.
So, he gets beat to death, and that's where she gets the gun that she uses later
Does
on.
he get he gets metal camp spikes
No.
on
They
his
didn't
hand?
do the black guy is the only guy with the gun.
They did.
Oh no. I didn't even
Even
realize
the
where
cop
she got
doesn't
the
have a gun.
No, he has to pick up a piece of wood to
Then he just stands
stare
there.
at Angela with.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
How did he bring the gun there? How did he get that gun?
He's a black guy.
It's the woods. Nobody
Let's
cares.
stick it up his ass.
He's a
It was in a
gangster.
starter jacket.
He's a gangster. Yes.
Is that Oakland Raiders? Or was that the LA Raiders at the time?
I don't even know.
L.A.
Was it in '89?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Bo Jackson was almost there.
All right, and so now the speedy finale of this movie.
Yep.
Angela is back and is going to the other camp, runs into Redhead and the cop, and they're walking to go to the other camp, and
Does
she
she
hurts her leg.
fake, or does she actually twist
She
her
actually
ankle?
twisted because she's limping around the rest
She
of the movie.
does limp, but she also runs on it.
Well, it's a 1989 direct-to-video movie with Pamela Springsteen as the lead, so she probably is supposed to.
I wanted her to do like a stage slide like her brother Bruce and break her neck. Like I kind of hope he does every time he slides across the stage.
The end of this movie should have had her doing a cover of Glory Days and then a montage of all the kills from previous
I
movies.
probably would have puked.
And then not made 4.
Return to Sleepaway Camp. That's where it's at.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not where
It's
it's at, but
So, this, where Marcia, they're in that building that's abandoned, right?
She finds the decapitated body of Lily out in the garbage.
But I love, who's the cop?
Barney.
Officer Barney Whitmore.
No. The cop who's the counselor now.
Barney.
Barney.
Oh, that's...
Officer Barney Whitmore.
I wasn't lying. That's his real name.
He says, quote, Marcia, get out of here! 4 times.
Did
And
she
it's
ever listen?
Well, she runs. She gets away. She's the one who puts up a fight against Angela.
Oh, she shit stomps her for a little bit.
Yeah, she does. But I just thought it was really funny. Marcia, get out of here! They just dub it. They just throw it, loop it, at least 4 or 5 times in this movie. It's really funny.
This movie is better than I think. I don't know. What's its IMDb rating?
Not good.
I might have
The
written
third
that down.
one?
4.6 or something.
5.3.
5.3?
Wow, over 5.
You know what? I can see how people wouldn't like it, but I'm
You
gonna
see how
rate it higher
people
than
would
that,
like
I
it.
think. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna rate it higher than that.
So here we have a standoff that we've been waiting for most of the movie. Unfortunately, it doesn't go well because it's basically Barney standing there with a piece of wood, talking about Angela.
And
Also
then
with wood.
and his son,
Yeah.
Sean.
Huh.
Are you gonna decapitate me like you did my son? Well, probably not, because you don't see a weapon in her hand.
She has her arm
It's in her
behind
pants.
her hand behind her arm back.
But if she had something to decapitate him with, like it'd be hanging between her legs, like her ball sack.
Or her dick.
She's got it all. Oh man.
So she goes, nope, a gun, and shoots him. Very anticlimactic.
It was like the battle in Dead Snow 2, where you wanted these two zombies to really battle it out, and it was really weak.
Yeah.
Just nothing to it. Actually, Barney didn't even get a hit in. He just stood there with a piece of wood
And got shot.
and got shot.
Yeah. And so
3
now,
times.
now we're left with the campers,
Oh, I am a happy camper.
Oh, God.
and they make their way back, and Angela ties them all up, and says that somebody is in a cabin. Who's the girl? She's in a cabin somewhere. Marcia, and they have to find her. And they have, 3 minutes or 4 minutes to find her?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Or else they'll all die. So they walk into where Marcia is, and this weird spike thing comes down out of the ceiling. Pins 2 of them. And
That already happened.
No, that happens there.
that happens.
Oh,
every
does
time.
it?
There's 3 of them. The spikes hit the 2 on the outside. And
Kills
so-
everybody but Marcia and Tony.
Tony's left. In the middle of Marcia's there.
My notes are all over the place.
Uh-oh.
Mouthful of Angela's dick.
Full pizza.
He's got something good.
That wasn't me, everybody. That
It's
was
a rip
bad.
on you.
That was not
Oh, why?
Tim's a new guy. Tim called you out on a mistake.
When?
You accepted that mistake.
me. That never happens.
Exactly.
No, you always say, I
When
don't
did
care
I-
if I'm wrong. I'm still
Did
sticking
I
to
just
what
accept
I
the
say.
mistake right now?
Yeah.
What did I say?
What was? Which
Oh,
part
the
was it?
spike.
Oh, the chronology of events.
Yeah. You fucking never agree with anybody. Tim, you're like, oh, okay, I'm wrong.
He's having charms on everybody. He's got my wife charmed, Cobra charmed.
It's that man bun sports.
Trump 16.
I only fight when I know I'm right, and I'm always right against him.
Listen to this shit. He still makes himself smell like roses.
Well, I do.
Sorry, I just had to call you out because you're never wrong on this show.
Well, my notes. This
and
is
you
what
just took it.
Well, this is what my notes are. Asian Tony, black girl.
Oh Jesus.
Have to find Marcia. Kills everyone but Marcia and Tony. Marcia shit stomps Angela. Calls cops.
Shit stomps. Is that equivalent to curb stomping?
Or whatever
She
you guys
stabs.
called it
I
last
thought she
week.
stabbed Angela.
With her penis?
No, she stabs him.
No, Marcia stabs
Oh,
Angela.
no, you're
Marcia,
right.
Marcia doesn't have a penis that we know of.
No, she stabbed Angela with her
And
own
she
penis.
says-
She grabbed it and was like...
And she says to Angela, I'm the one doing the stabbing this time.
Angela takes a
Yes.
bad gut wound.
Yeah, she does.
She should be dead, Well,
Yeah.
do you feel that Return went off of the first one and not 2 and 3?
Yes.
Right?
Do you want to know my analysis on that thing?
Let's wait because
Yeah, we'll
it's
wait.
ugly.
It's not great, right?
4, though, does follow the idea that Angela somehow survives having her guts ripped apart. Because the killer in 4 is Allison Kramer now, and
Does she have amnesia too?
And, yeah, she has amnesia, and her psychotherapist puts her into a hypnotic trance.
Oh my god.
And,
She is Angela, by the way.
determines that
What?
she was a victim of the Sleepaway Camp Killer.
But she wasn't.
But
She
she
was actually
was the
Angela.
Sleepaway Camp Killer.
How the fuck
And then
did you
find
watch
out
that movie?
I'm the Gemini.
It was hard.
Well, I knew it was here somewhere.
I was working from home. I
Not
put
that,
it on. I
sorry,
let
it
it play.
happened
Every
50
few
years
minutes, I'd
ago.
look up.
It's a bad movie. A lot of it is clips and a
worse
girl
than
on a
bad.
dock. It's like Return of the Boogeyman. Remember when I gave you Boogeyman?
I
The
watched
second
Boogeyman.
one is just Boogeyman again, except it's a girl sitting in a shrink's office reciting
Talking
the
about
first
it.
Boogeyman.
Is it as bad as that fucking Tooth Fairy movie?
Darkness
Probably worse.
Fall has some quality to it.
Yeah.
9
it's
kills
probably worse.
for PG-13.
There were over 10 kills, motherfucker! And that's right. Don't you get that movie is way better than a bunch of movies.
And you gave it a 5, I think.
Let's finish this movie up.
Okay, Angela lets them go, but they get loose and decide they're going to go after her instead. And that's when they stab her in the gut and call the cops. Mm-hmm. And so the ambulance comes to get Angela. We find out that the redhead, Marcia, has another boyfriend. She's like, but you can come visit me.
Yeah.
Poor Tony.
Poor Tony,
You just see the look of devastation on Tony's face.
I think that's George.
He was pretty devastated. I felt it. Yeah. I was like, cunt.
And then...
Can you keep that?
Yes, you can always say that. Cunt. All right.
I said it in the British text.
I don't know what that means, but keep your...
They just throw cunt around like it's...
you know what I think about
Halloween
British people.
candy.
Fuck them.
That's right.
Wow. Remember you used to get mad when you claimed you were Italian, and I used to call you a wop? And then I told you what WAP means without papers. But go ahead, vote for Trump.
I will. I don't vote. So.
But he's making an exception this year.
I'm going to walk in there and be like, Trump, motherfucker!
So when Trump says, you Italians, where's your papers?
I'll be fine. I'm pretty
The
sure
papers.
I'm an American citizen.
The papers, please.
Listen, if you're not...
You want a minute, Cobra?
No.
I got
We're close to getting this done before the hour mark.
We're not going to take
wow.
Can we squeeze this last scene in the last 40 seconds here?
We do.
Hey, goodbyes. Also this song.
I have BTO. Taking care of business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking care of business at the very end of this movie.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Because...
Oh, the ambulances, the paramedics decide that what's best is that they murder her.
They should!
Well...
Yeah, but she's faster.
Also, she's not superhuman. Put her in jail.
Why not murder her? No one will know, like he said, and you know that she's murdered.
Well, they call it a stab wound, and when she goes in there, she's going to have died from something else.
She'll have a puncture wound. I would imagine they would try to inject her with something.
Oh, this is like
they
Michael
were.
Clayton,
They had that.
put her in her
There you
pillows.
go. They were going to inject her, and back in 1989, toxicology reports were weak sauce.
It's true.
Dr. Morgan was rolling strong then, too.
Do you have that documented? 1989 toxicology reports were weak sauce.
I watch the ID channel, man. I know.
You just know, like, anything pre, I don't even know what year you picked,
the
but
Chief
anything
Justice.
beyond that, it was like living in the 1800s.
This is the Chief Justice came out and said, he's like, well, you know, we don't have, it was very weak sauce. Watch this segue. What about this movie? Was this movie weak sauce? Cobra.
Oh,
are we done?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. What do you rate this?
You go first, bitch.
Ben.
No! I always go first. Cobra, you're up.
I give this movie a 6 out of 10. It's pretty good for a slasher in the third of a series. I think it was a little better than the last one. Pretty much the same one, but I like these characters better. I thought she was cracking one-liners in this. It was more fun than the second one. There were more boobs, I think, in this one. All of those things. The plot is thin, and some of the kills weren't that good. But it was fun, and I would...
I was.
As of right now, 1, 2, and 3, I would recommend watching the series as a whole.
Up to this point.
Up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
6 out of 10.
Tim?
I am going to stand true with my other ratings and give this a 6 out of 10 as well. That's why I gave the other two. And
I know, but you sent me poop emojis over this movie.
No, that was 4.
Oh, okay.
That was 4 I sent you poop emojis about. This one was...
Hey, you took... Sorry to interrupt this.
Save that for the next one. I know what you're going to say.
This one was...
Fine, Weaver!
It's really funny. Save it.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't that bad. It was fun. It was fucking ridiculous, and Riff was just fantastic, and everything surrounding Riff was pretty hilarious, too. I don't know, it definitely had a better comedy factor, like Cobra said.
Alright, I'm going to go next because I want to put some pressure on Ben here, because I also gave it a 6.
I thrive on pressure, bitches.
Oh!
I gave this a 6. I think this one's equal to the last one.
It's better.
I think it's equal. I think they're kind of the same movie almost. They just take place in a slightly different environment.
Which characters do you like better?
Probably the last one's characters.
These ones, right?
No. I like the one group of people. The 4.
Who did you like in the last movie? Let me ask you that.
Can you let him get his critique out?
Why are you mad? I have the
Fucking
exact same
interrupt
score
everybody
you do.
every goddamn week.
Why did you get so mad?
Because I can't
Air
take it
your
anymore.
grievances. Air your grievances.
Jeez. I'm
Let
asking him
John
why.
finish.
I'm asking him why.
You're putting me on the spot of things that I didn't really take into account.
If you're rating them both the same, I want to know why one has the upper hand over the other one.
They don't. They're the same. They don't have the upper hand over each other.
But one does.
No, they don't. They're the
In
same.
your
rating.
opinion, one does.
They're the same to me. They're the same thing. If I watched one or the other, it wouldn't make a difference. If it went from like part 1 to part 3, I'd be like, oh, she killed Sean at some point. Okay.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. No, I don't need another one.
Anyway, I like the kills in this one. I actually kind of connected with a couple of the characters who had some character development, so I like that. Even though at the end it turns out that the one was a total dickhead. But that's okay. Angela was a lot of fun in this one. So, a lot more fun than she was last time. Her one-liners actually hit the mark this time. Yeah, other than the weird Herman guy getting laid, which bothered the shit out of me.
But it's been that way the whole series.
I know.
Which is...
It never gets better.
This is why I think they put it in this one.
Yeah, it never
But
makes
even
it
in
better.
Motel Hell, that young girl Terry's
Oh, yeah.
falling for Vincent and gets married. It's like,
Is that a thing back then?
why? No, it...
Women like gray hair, I guess. I don't know.
Do they?
Sure.
Sophisticated?
Yeah, that's what it means. Anyway, Ben, lots riding on this.
Well, I'm not gonna disappoint you guys because I think I sent you, Tim, poop emojis.
You sent me numerous poop emojis.
Over part 3. That was until I watched part 4, and I had plenty of time to think about part 3 while I was watching part 4. And when I realized what they were doing with this movie, in my opinion, I thought it was actually good. Like, it was really funny. I'm gonna stand by. I think they just took that idea of Return of the Living Dead and was gonna make. Do you want my?
Come on! Yeah.
I'm gonna go 6.5. There were nice titties in this movie, minus the mentally handicapped girl at the beginning.
You know what we wanted from you?
You wanted me to give it like a 2 or something.
Oh my god, you're... Ben, 6. A 6. Then everyone gives it a 6 and you get a social. You know how the rules work on here.
You know what?
Drop that half point. Drop it.
Alright.
Right now.
Give me something to drop it with.
I don't know. Herman's
All those
Playboy
flashbacks.
thing.
The retarded girl in the beginning.
The happy kid. That's right, they showed a retarded girl's
that's
boobs.
not right to take advantage of her. 6. 6 out of 10.
Let's have a social.
I like the Angela's one-liners. I thought she was having fun in this movie.
Oh yeah, looked like it.
This movie
I think
was
she
fun.
knew this is probably her last appearance on film ever.
She was significantly better in this than she was in 2, though. Like, her acting abilities. And it's still not saying much, but they were much improved.
1 year later.
Ooh, I can make another reference. She had a Jamie Lee Curtis-esque wig in this one from Halloween Part 2. How bad that wig was? That's how bad this wig was.
I think that was her hair.
No, I think it was a wig.
No, if you look at her compared to
Yeah.
the last time, it's completely different hair, so you might be right. Yeah.
She wears a wig
Oh, no.
to look like Maria.
Also, I did look up 2 and 3. They were filmed back to back.
Well, that makes
Lord of
sense.
the Rings style. That's the first time you've ever heard those two put together.
Yeah. That'd be the last.
I'm cutting those two things. Sleepaway Camp is like Lord of the Rings.
Remember that
But-
time Angela ate
Yeah.
roses?
So therefore, yes, she did
Satins?
have a really bad wig on.
Did you say
But-
dildo saggins?
Yeah, from Lord of the G-string.
Oh yeah, you told me about that movie. You
Oh
rented
man, yeah, it was
I would rent that too.
it was funny.
it. Dildo sagging.
Did you ever
It
see
has
Star-
Misty Monday in it. And she's like,
That's
that's how you know
the
it's
porn
good.
star. 6 out of 10, people.
All right.
Wasn't bad.
Do you guys want to hear a Cobra challenge?
Yeah.
We got one. This is from
Wait, are they
Daniel.
challenging us to watch a movie?
No. Ben,
Did you watch
that's-
House by the Cemetery?
I didn't get a chance.
I
I
watched-
swear
think
I'll
you
watch
would.
it next time.
I watched Swamp Thing. I'll review that after we do this, and then we'll get out of this.
Ooh,
and go to
little
the next
Adrian
one.
Barbeau tatty action.
John's like,
As I'm crying. Yeah.
Papa.
Oh well, I might as well.
You might as
Going
well.
out while I watch this.
You
horrible-
might as well lube with your tears.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, this is from Daniel. Hey guys, thanks for the episode on Congo. Now on to the much delayed Cobra Challenge. Reviewing here, Hide and Creep. The synopsis is, zombies rise from the dead in a small Alabama town and take on a ragtag team of locals. This movie is way better than the first one I reviewed for you guys months ago. The movie opens up with a small-town video store clerk. Apparently video stores still exist in small towns. And all the zombie movies are rented out. Don't interrupt.
He can't help himself.
I know he can't.
I have a disease.
I know you do.
We have to feel bad for him.
It's called Cobra-itis.
Then it cuts to some random guy who looks similar to the video store clerk guy in Breedtown, waking up naked in the woods. Then it cuts to a group of rednecks in their hunting cabin getting all giddy that they now have DirecTV for the first time in their gun club. Then the zombies show up. Terrible makeup. They look like college students who have just experienced their first hangover. As the hunting buddies are attacked, they run away because these hunters apparently left their guns back at the gun club. Then inexplicably, 2 boots fall from the sky hitting them. No one looks up to wonder where the hell the boots came from.
Oh no.
Cut to the video store. Guy wakes up hungover to find a zombie in his store. Knocks zombie out, calls the police, but a ditzy secretary picks up and tells him the entire police force is out of town. Apparently the sheriff is out of town for a weekend vacation, and the only deputy in town got drunk and sick and somehow ended up hundreds of miles away in Florida.
The
La
Prowler.
Prowler in Spanish.
Man, that must have been one hell of a bender. Video store guy then calls his mom and they argue over what to do with the body. Finally, he drags the unconscious zombie to the sheriff's station and puts a post-it note on its forehead saying, "Dead guy, call Chuck." Chuck, the video guy store, then goes on a rant about Coke versus Pepsi. All the white guys look the same. Lots of inbreeding. The government guy they call in who created the zombies looks so douchey. He wears a World War II style combat helmet for some reason.
Prowler.
Yeah. This movie is actually surprisingly funny. In the bar, a guy comes in and asks everyone, "Hey, have you seen her?" "Who, your girlfriend?" "No, my truck." Back at the police station, the zombie Chuck dragged in wakes up, post-it note still on his forehead, and attacks the secretary. She draws a gun, and there's a great close-up of her cleavage. The gun jams, so she throws darts. Freaking dartboard darts at the zombie. Cut back to the naked guy in the woods trying to get back into town. He's picked up and thinks aliens probed him. The driver says if the aliens came for assholes, they came to the right place.
That's a good one. That's a Cobra line right there.
Cut suddenly to town, where it is, in the most random moment of the film, the town pastor, not a zombie, is riding a bike and runs over a woman, killing her. No idea why it was included. Cut again to the video store guy. He's watching the basketball game when it's interrupted with breaking news about the zombies. He's annoyed with the disruption and calls the TV station telling them to put the game back on. He says he doesn't care about the zombies in town, he wants to watch the game. Elsewhere in town at the bar, barricaded against zombie attack, one of the hunters from the beginning comes rushing up from the shelter. No one can understand his thick redneck accent, so they think he's a zombie and kill him. Chuck, hot sheriff secretary, and government guy team up, and apparently, according to government guy, the zombies are afraid of the dark. Cut to a little girl wielding an obscenely large machete, and then another cut scene to a random backyard pool. All of a sudden, a naked girl drops from the sky into a pool.
That's nice.
She gets out of the pool and says that she fell out of a flying saucer and aliens were probing her and she liked it.
Oh,
Sheriff, secretary, pastor, and alien abductee, and the little girl all go into the car and flee.
Did Cobra just say, yeah, she did?
Little girl randomly bites pastor's hand and cuts to car squealing, their fate unknown. Final scene. Darkness comes, and Chuck the video guy is still in his store waiting for the game to come back on. News reports that the zombies are afraid of the dark or in hiding. Chuck gets up to leave, but the game comes back on, and he decides to stay and watch it. The end. No tits, sorry Cobra. But there is a lot of dick in this movie for some reason. 6.5 out of 10.
Thumbs up from John.
Was that a synopsis or the
Hey, thanks for not
screenplay?
throwing me under the bus, Daniel. Thank you. Yes, it's bad, but it is also hilarious and doesn't take itself seriously like the last one did. There's so much witty banter between all the characters. It's so bad, it's good.
What's it called again?
Hide and Creep.
Hide and Creek?
Hide and Creep.
Oh, Creep.
Yep.
I see what they did there.
Yeah.
Night of the Creeps. One of the best movies ever.
So that's it. So thank you, Daniel,
Whoa.
for... Whoa, hang on!
Night of the Creeps. Say how good it is.
It's good.
Say it.
It's really good.
No, say the line from it.
What's the line?
Thrill me.
That's your line.
You can
Why
just
would
say
I say that? That's your line.
I just
What's
want to
her-
make Ben so mad
Who
that
do
I'm
we-
interrupted.
What's her face?
Judy.
No, the main girl in Night of the Creeps.
Fuck is her
Cindy.
name?
Cindy what?
Cindy Cronenberg.
Cronenberg. Cynthia.
Cynthia
sometimes.
Cronenberg. Yeah. All right, do you want to hear about Swamp Thing, and we'll get out of here and go to the next one?
Sure.
Swamp Thing's bad.
Next
I used to
week.
love that movie as a kid, though.
You know what? The first 17 minutes, I was worried because I'm like, this might be good.
I can remember watching it as a kid, like on
Yeah.
US. I remember liking that movie.
Ray Wise is in it, and he's doing a pretty decent job.
Ray Wise is awesome.
Yeah, he's good, but Adrienne Barbeau is his love interest, and that's no good. And
She's your love interest.
Oh, she gets a little...
I'm actually more comfortable with you telling me I suck dick than saying that Adrienne Barbeau looks good.
See?
She looked good in the fog.
Nothing looked good in the fog.
I'll stop it. Rob
You know
will
what?
let
She
you
probably did
review
look good in the
fog.
fog.
She
because
told
there's
me
so
that
much
we are not
fog.
allowed to review it.
I love the fog. I'll give it a high
That's what I
rating.
told her. I said, Ben will be fighting for you, but that's about it.
So here's what happens. Ray Wise is trying to grow plants on random shit.
Oh, he's the
He's got a
bad guy,
formula
isn't
to...
he?
No, he's not. He's trying to grow plants on random shit. He gets it to grow on like a beaver
Really?
or something at one point.
A beaver?
His
Hair on a beaver?
his sister's working with him, and a supervillain comes out of nowhere. Don't know who he is. Can't remember his name. Don't
Oh,
know
he
why he's
has
there.
minions too, doesn't he?
He does. David Hess is one of them, which is cool.
Ooh, Hess.
But
David Hess is great.
Damn right.
they break in, and they're going to steal the shit, and they shoot his
The
sister.
shit. What is the
it's,
shit?
It's typical
You
1980s
got somewhere to
glowing
beat them.
green
Something
vial
in a
of
vial.
something.
Yeah.
And what you do is you're supposed to throw it on stuff and plants will grow there. There's like an explosion and then plants will grow there.
Was this
Yeah,
the
but
early
you said Swamp
terraforming
Thing.
I think.
plot?
I'm listening.
Yeah. Well, they shoot his sister, so he freaks out, grabs the only container and starts to run, falls, it explodes.
On him.
He catches on fire via the burning, or Allah the burning, whichever word works better.
Allah. I
Allah
like
the
it.
burning. Runs out of the room into the swamp. Later on, he's Swamp Thing. Okay?
It was 1 year later.
Not sure. Yeah, I think it was a year later. There's still people in the swamp. They have
Gestation period.
the
Maybe.
they have the formula, but they haven't figured out how to make it work yet. And I believe Swamp Thing goes after them while they're in a boat. And there's a ridiculous scene that I watched in 1.5 speed because I decided to get away from the blur in the middle and watch a different version, but it was faster. So I watched a bunch of boats ramp each other at fast speed. And Swamp Thing comes out and he's like, "Roar, roar!" And they're like, "Oh, Swamp Thing, ah!" And they hit him and ramp and explode. And I'm like, holy shit, that was crazy. It was bad.
Yeah.
Especially at the end, the main villain turns into some creature. I don't know
Looks
what
like
it
a
is.
mouse, right? Or a
It's
rat?
like a mouse, and I think maybe a rat might be a right description for it because he's supposed to turn
Is it
into what he
Splinter?
is. No, it's a guy in a suit. It's clearly a guy in a suit. And they're just wrestling, and Swamp Thing's making grunting sounds.
Like
as he's
Maniac.
He's like, "Roar, roar." And then at
Could
the
you
end, he
see like
stabs him, so-
zippers and shit?
with the one guy,
Yeah.
not with Swamp Thing, but
It was
the
that
other
bad?
guy.
I'd always heard that. Like,
And
if
then
you go back
Adrienne
and
Barbeau
look.
gets hit with a sword, but she lives. And she does get nude, but I didn't have to see it because of that stupid light that YouTube has on there.
Oh, you watched it on YouTube.
Perfect placement. Thank you, YouTube, for that. You want to know what I give it? 2.
Are you
I give it
saying?
a 2.
Are you saying boobs revolt you?
I'm saying Adrienne Barbeau's boobs are awful. They're awful. That's right, they sag. Thank you. That's it for Swamp Thing.
Well, it would have been a better movie had you not been so rude and been like, hurry up and fucking pick.
You just sat there and kept rambling.
I was trying to think.
Unfortunately, I was supposed to watch House by the Cemetery.
Nobody
and-
gave it to you.
No, I got it off cover.
Okay.
Some of us do other things and give them.
No, you.
Is that an insult? Some
I
of us
have
do other
complaints
things.
about your shit.
Well, that was a big finger point.
I will
right
get a
there.
text message and go, "Hey, if you need this movie, come pick it up."
What?
And then I pick it up, and then it goes, "Hey, I'm gonna need that movie back because I haven't watched it yet, and John hasn't watched it yet." And I'm
Well,
like,
that did happen with one of these, didn't
That
it?
Yeah.
was this one.
So that's my complaint.
I figure that you should be the one that has the most time to watch it so you can get it knocked out
I
of the way.
normally would. I'm in a new job.
Wait, are you?
So I'm in
wait. Are you
training.
in training?
Yeah.
At a new job.
Oh, fuck you.
Really? I didn't know this.
I'm with you guys now.
Yeah, you're great.
So nobody can put piece by
Selling
piece
insurance
together of
to
where we work.
Football players, right? That's what we do.
Yeah.
Selling insurance to football players.
Sure.
Yeah.
Look it up, you'll never find out.
Actually, while I've been in training, there's an old co-host of yours that's been walking around the halls.
Oh, Christ.
He loves
Every
Trump.
day he messages me about Trump. Every day.
He seems like
He's like, today he was like, normally I hate people that are richer than me. But Trump gets up there and tells everybody how rich he is. He doesn't hide it. I love it.
My God.
The other day he was like, he just said Trump 50 times. Just
Is
copy paste Trump. I'm like, I haven't asked you this, but why? And he goes, 3 reasons. 1, he's rich.
We're going to give you a minute here. Go on.
Good, I can do this for a minute. 1, he's rich. 2, he got on a stage in front of a whole bunch of people and talked about how big his dick was. 3, his hair is beautiful. And I said, you know what? You are right. Can Hillary talk about how big her dick is? No. And her hair, it's average at best. I think you're onto something, man.
Wow. Yeah, he's changed my vote.
See?
But yeah, I see him walking around the halls every day.
I'm glad you didn't make me go through that minute. Hey, if you want to reach us,
I can't even believe that he walks around the halls. I'm surprised he doesn't have one of those little scooters.
Right, it's not that far off. You fat shit, Ben. Hope you listen to this, you fat shit.
You're like orca fat.
Nice reference.
Thank you. I tried to listen to your guys' show at work, and it was like
impossible.
It was like unauthorized proxy site. You can't go here.
What?
It won't let me go to Podbean.
Oh,
Really?
you're trying to listen to it streaming.
I was trying.
Why don't
Yeah.
you just fucking subscribe to the show?
How much is
Download it
it
on your smartphone.
It's fucking free, you moron.
Let me see if I can dial up the internet with this thing.
Oh, that's why. I totally forgot what phone you have. It's $19.98 at best.
Hey, it might be 2002.
Sorry, totally forgot about that. Yeah, you're gonna have to go to our internet page to stream our episode.
Where?
Hey,
You go
yeah,
to our
where are
Facebook
you guys
page.
located?
I tried, and then that site that he had up.
The Facebook links to the pod.
You guys plug your show because I'm not doing it in the description of this one.
You eat that
I'll eat this pizza.
pile
like
of food you have in
it
front
looks
of
like
you.
vomit. The way I'm eating it, it looks
Yeah,
rotten.
it really does.
Don't look at me eat.
It has removed my appetite.
I'm watching you.
I'm gonna turn around. You guys talk about your show. Where is it? What is it?
So if you're wondering who the fuck Tim is, Tim and Ben have their own podcast. It's Hot American Filmcast. We talk about occasionally horror movies. Actually, we just did a horror movie.
Was it?
Allegedly.
It's not out yet. It's sci-fi / horror.
It'll
Is it
probably
It's right up John's alley.
It'll probably
actually.
be out around the time that this comes out. But anyways, so we do a podcast where we talk about all kinds of other movies. Recently, we've done The Stand and Primer.
Wait, you
Fucking watch
Stand?
The Stand.
Not The Stand. I'm sorry, Stand by Me.
What is wrong with
I
you?
always do that.
The Stand. I was
I
like, you
always
guys
do
watch
that.
a 6.5 hour movie?
I
Holy
always call it The
fuck.
Stand instead.
And
We recently did Stand by Me.
you can't watch
We've done
Return to Sleepaway Camp 2. I'm like, it better not be The Stand. 6 hours.
I
My-
still
my
have
mistake.
part 8 to go. You know?
And that's the part where I fucked up my own plug. Anyways, check us out on Facebook and Twitter and I guess maybe Tumblr sometimes at WHA Filmcast. And email us at whafilmcast@gmail.com. And check us out. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, all the places these guys are. except
Not
one.
horror punks.
Wow.
You on Podomatic?
Whoa.
I was going to say, except for Podomatic. We're on Podbean instead of Podomatic.
What is... Podbean is an illegal site at work, so I can't
Well,
go
we
on.
haven't figured out where to go yet.
Yeah, we're still doing
This
month
is
by
our
month.
first. What the fuck were you guys when you first started?
Internet archive.
Exactly. So, I mean, come on.
You found us somehow.
How did I find you?
Who knows?
Someone must have posted something.
I think you told me.
No, because I didn't even see you until
No,
one
we
day I
would
saw you in
see
the
each
parking
other
lot.
walking through the parking lot at work or something, and I think you said one time. I don't know how, I found you guys. I honestly can't remember.
No.
But
Wrap
I'm
this one
just
up.
saying.
Ben, wrap this one up.
If you want to reach us, email us at whafilmcast@gmail.
That's not the show we're doing right now.
Oh, sorry. I had to throw another plug in.
Thanks.
You want to reach us at just another... No, wait, what are we?
Dave, can you give us a try?
If you want to email the show, we're at horrorcastings@gmail.com. That's horrorcastings.
With an S.
With an S.
Is it horror, like WHORE castings?
No, horror. WHORE.
It was taken.
I was going so good there, and you interrupted me. I was
Yeah, you got halfway through one of them. All right, next one. What else can they find us at?
You can find us at
Tumble us.
No,
iTunes,
we're not doing that.
iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic.
Facebook.com/horrorcasting. We're on Twitter @horrorcasting. I can request a show if you want on Patreon.
Request something good, people. I've been watching a lot of shit lately.
And it better be a fucking horror movie.
Yeah. No more Coyote Ugly.
No.
What
We'll
about
pay
Dr.
dearly
What
for
about
that.
Dr. Zhivago?
You guys are complaining about Coyote Ugly as opposed to The Little Mermaid.
I love.
I would rather watch
Man,
The
it was
Little
awesome.
Mermaid than Coyote Ugly.
I
Yeah,
think
you're
everybody would
probably
rather
right.
watch Little Mermaid.
You're right.
Coyote Ugly was. Ugh.
You're right.
So
Let's
awesome.
not bring it back again.
John Goodman can't even help Coyote Ugly.
Ooh, you know it's bad.
That is bad.
That's it. We're leaving.
Good
Thrill
day,
me.
people.
Is that gonna be our new sign off then?
Good day, people.